Lolita is a nickname for Dolores. It is also a term used to describe a prepubescent or adolescent girl who is attractive and sexually responsive. She lusts after older men and is enlusted by them in return. The term originates from the Vladimir Nabokov novel Lolita, which told the tale of a love affair between a middle-aged Humbert and his 12-year-old stepdaughter Lolita. It became a popular term in the 90s when the teenaged Amy Fisher, who shot the wife of her older lovey Joey Bonifacio, was called the Long Island Lolita. The term was also used a lot during the controversy surrounding the 90s remake of the 1962 film version of Lolita directed by the late Stanley Kubrick. The film, which starred Jeremy Irons, was directed by Adrian Lyne, had trouble finding backers due to the controversial subject matter. 14-year-old Dominique Swain played the title character. The fact that the child actress was playing an underage character involved with sex with adults fueled the controversy. Lolita is also used as a euphemism for child erotica, child porn, and barely legal adult porn. Well, seems pretty simple enough, right? Sounds like it's pretty much what it says is what it is. Child porn. Oh, but if you get a hold of one of these lowly lovers and people who seem to think that this is some sort of right thing, they like to protect it a lot. Well, if you think about it, pedophiles and rapists seem to try to cover up the wrongs of what they are doing when it comes to raping and molesting women, men, children, young boys. It doesn't matter. It's wrong. This is something that I spoke of in my first video, that I would be touching on very touchy subject matters. And the one thing about it is the shame that we have now. We have none. I don't know what I'm talking about, the shame that we have now, because it's been gone for a very long time. Honestly, I think the shame that we had left somewhere in between the gay pride parades and feminists. If you wonder what we could maybe do to stop all this, is maybe stop and realize that we're outreaching a frame for what we want. It just seems so crazy, you know, like these things are just, yes, don't get me wrong, I agree, gays should be able to marry, but don't cloud the media with it. Like I said in the first video, don't cloud the media with it. I just don't understand why people would think that child pornography, whether it being cartoon or real pornography, why in the world anyone would ever find it even close to being sensible to post on a public site. And I'm talking to you, Shad Base. You're one of the worst out of them all, because the fact about it is that you produce these things. You produce Lolita porn. You produce Shota porn, which is depictions of 12 and 13-year-old boys having sex with older women. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was 13 and 14, yes, I would have loved to fuck me a 20-year-old. But guess what? It's wrong, even in the eyes of anyone. In the eyes of me, even if I was a pedophile. If I got caught for it, guess what? I fucked up. It's wrong. Whenever I got pulled over and I was high and I went to fucking jail for a DUI, I didn't get mad at the police officer, because guess what? It was my wrong. Take responsibility for what you're fucking doing. Realize that what you're doing hurts other people. People say that child porn, this Lolita porn, doesn't hurt anybody because it's cartoons. Think about what type of person you are. What you might watch and what you see might not hurt anyone, but how it makes you feel and how it makes you act could mean completely different. Just because this is cartoons and it's not hurting anyone doesn't mean that it doesn't influence the type of behavior that you output on the rest of society. Are you a fucking idiot? No, you're just a fucking rapist trying to cover up the fact that you like small children. Stop your bullshit. Get it through your fucking head that this shit is wrong. I'm telling you, get caught one day, go to prison, and watch what happens to your asshole. It's gonna be the size of a fucking bowling ball.
Next time, right?
Okay, well, I didn't really mean to get in it too much like that and get so angry about it, but the thing about this is I don't like the fact of thinking that someone is taking advantage of a child. 16 years old or anything below. 17 is pushing the fucking limit whenever it comes to me being 21 years old. Now don't get me wrong, with the consent of the parents, yes, I did date a 17-year-old at the age of 20. She's now 18 now that I am 21. I'm no longer with her, but I did get the consent from her parents. The thing about it is, though, is that is still, to me, I feel very uncomfortable with it because of the simple fact that I believe under 18, you're still a kid. You're a teenager. You're coming into adulthood. And I believe until you're about 21 years old, you really should not be considered an adult. And honestly, that's kind of the way that the school system looks at it. Because they want kids and they want teenagers in fucking schools. They do not want adults in schools unless they're teaching or cleaning up or serving you your fucking lunch. Understand this shit, okay? It's not that hard to understand. It's actually very fucking simple. You're a sicko if you fucking like this shit. You're a sicko if you support it. And Shadbase, you're a sicko and one of the worst people on this planet. To be completely honest, you fuel a very crazed, imaginative sex dream that these sickos have for children. You are hurting people. This is not right, people. You guys gotta stand up and you guys gotta take a stand for this. Don't stand for something like this. I said that very awkwardly, but okay. You gotta stand for what you believe in, but don't stand for shit that is hurting other people. If you believe in loli porn and you believe that it's okay, I think that you might need to go get a therapist. Just saying. It's probably gonna be the best thing for you to do. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here.